Hey, it's Justin with Flat Creek Firearms. Here we are. Everybody wants to know about the Stizon, the Bizon, the Buffalo, the Sasquatch, whatever you want to call it. It's a damn AKV with a helical magazine in it. That's what makes it cool. The question is, what are we doing? What's the video? Of course we're going to shoot it and make a review. This is an AKV that I bought and actually converted it with the Stuffing Things kit. Now what I have on my back, and the reason I actually like this system and the helical magazine, even though they are problematic, is because I can carry it in this EDC book bag. Now why does it matter? It's because it has this magazine on the bottom of it. If I was running it in the AKV fashion, this would be sticking out. I would have to pull it out of the book bag, out of the EDC bag, put a mag in it, and then go from there. So this is actually a Vertex bag. I've been carrying these bags for about 6 months now. These are great bags if you want an EDC bag. They work really good. So moving into the AKV. This one's the AKV. This is a true Stizon from PSA. Both of them foldable stocks, exactly the same gun. I'm gonna go over what are the differences in these two. Why do I have two of them? No, it's not because I wanted to review it from y'all and spend $2 grand. It's because this one will not run, period. The one I bought directly from PSA runs. We're gonna go over why it runs and why this one doesn't. All right, so going over the main differences between the two. Between the AKV that I converted with the Stuffing Things kit and the Stizon that comes directly from PSA. So let's get into the AKV that I converted, just in case if anybody wants to do the kit, try to save some money, build their own gun, buy a kit from them, because PSA does make the AKV kits. I'm going to show you what you're going to run into. And just keep in mind, anytime you do a kit gun, we've done hundreds of them, and every time, none of them has ever worked perfectly. If you ever had a kit gun that actually worked 100% when you put it together, my cameraman's shaking his head no. All right, just for my safety conscious people out there. So the AKV converted with the Stuffing Things kit. There is a 3D printed block that's up here in the front that actually goes in this sight block here and where your piston would go. That's what it sounds like. And yes, for all my people out there, you can tighten the screw's tight. It's as tight as it can get. So one thing I was looking at doing was customize it, was actually milling this out more so that block would fit further in there because it's barely in there, or either doing both. Milling this out a little bit more so this will slide forward more, and actually making an aluminum block that fits a lot tighter in there. So I was gonna remedy that. Second thing, look at the play in between here. And this is where the lever, where there's a half cut in here and that lever cams over. So that is what your magazine latches on. So that is absolutely a problem. So the question, those are my two biggest things with this kit. That's what I ran into. There's another issue. There's another issue where my piston was scrubbing the top of this aluminum handguard a little bit, but I just milled that back also. That is another thing that I was worried about. Everything else went together fine. Kit's real easy to put in. The most aggravating thing is actually putting in your actual magazine release for theirs. But other than that, the kit's fine. Their muzzle brake on there. The AKV runs flawless. Flawless. I love the double stack magazines. They last round hold open. The AKV is a great platform. Small, compact, love it. Alright, so getting into this. What did PSA do to mitigate that? Okay. Let's get into the Stizon. Now people will get a little bit confused and say this ain't a real Stizon, it don't have the right brake on it. This is my AKV brake off of that gun. I like this brake better. I don't like the Stizon or the Bizon. I don't like that brake. I like this one. So that's personal preference. It's my gun. I can do whatever I want to with it. How did PSA fix this? How'd they fix that? Well, simple as possible. They put a set screw in it. You see the set screw right here. Set screw is in there. It does not move. You don't have to worry about your magazine flexing, pulling back and forward. That is causing a lot of feeding problems with these kits. That's how they fix that. Again, same thing, 3D printed block up front. This kit's no different. The only difference they did, the set screw in here. That's the difference between my AKV and the Stizon. You can hear this though. there is still play in that aluminum, not aluminum, I want to do an aluminum block in between this 3D printed block. There's still play in there. All right, let's get into the magazines. So, I bought these two magazines here from Stuffing Things. A clear helical magazine and the steel body mag. This one come from PSA, and they are marking them with the last 4 of the serial number on the gun. And I'll tell you why. The biggest problem I had with my kit gun versus the Stizon from PSA. So how you load these magazines? Easiest way is you have this this detent here that actually catches the spring as you turn it down. This is the actual loading assist lever here. So not lever, but it's actually a twist. So you actually rotate this down 3 clicks, and then you can take 3 rounds, hold it at a slight angle, and then feed them in. So 1, 2, 3, and you'll see they'll come up to the top. You can easily miss one of these. That's easy to do. Click it another 3 times. 1, 2, 3, holding it at a slight angle, and what that's doing is keeping them nose down and following this auger type pattern is what's happening. The reason you do 3 is because if you go to 4, you can't get them all in there. They won't be all in a line. 1, 2, 3. That's what they look like. And then when they go down, 1, 2, 3. See how they're out of the actual tower here? You can't see them. That's when you know you're at the 3rd one. You take your 3 more rounds and load them. Now that's loaded. Now when you actually slide this into the gun, I'm going to show you this, and I'm going to put it in my gun. I'm actually going to not put it in the kit gun. I'm going to put it in the one with the set screw. This is the Stizon. This is the one from PSA. We know for a fact this one works fine. Hook it in the front here. Clicks in. As soon as that clicks in, it actually takes pressure off of this little detent lever here, pulls this out, and allows the rounds to hold pressure. So now this mag, now remember this mag here and this mag, because this doesn't have the serial number on it, come from Stuffing Things. I bought 2 mags with the kit. It's like $500, and I can't remember what they charge for the 2 mags, but like I got a lot of money in this, and it doesn't work. So I'm going to show you what it does. I'm not going to hold the mag weird. It's not going to do anything. It's in there. It's seated. The detent's down. It's got pressure on the spring. That's what it does. Right there. All right, so we're going to clear that. You know, everybody can have a fluke. Everybody can have a fluke. So we're going to take this mag, put it back in again. It's seated in there. There's pressure on it. Every time. So I went back and forth. I said, oh my God, this is what's causing it. No, it's not. This is the Stizon. This is the Stizon. It's the mags, guys. It's Stuffing Things mags. So I sat there and messed with this gun. I was about to pull the trunnion off, pull the barrel off. I was about to start cutting my own custom feed ramp to make this thing work. And what did it come down to? What was it? They've done something different with the mag. It's not the mag catch. It's not where you have to cut your own mag catch. I made sure all that was perfect. So again, this is the Stizon. This is the magazine that comes from PSA. Now one thing I want to show you on this one too, same thing, you got to watch these mags. All right, now look, this is something you got to watch out for. The mag's locked in. That ain't coming out. Look at this. Look at the arm. The actuating arm to take tension off of the rotary magazine to keep pressure on the rounds. See how it's kicked out? This is just a 3D printed part. See how it's kicked out? This gun will not operate like that because there's no pressure on it. It'll shoot one round and won't feed the next because there's no pressure on the rounds. You have to make sure that that's pushed down in there. See, I can't get it down in there. So I got to take the mag back loose, push that over. See how it's clicked in now? Did you get that? That's the difference. Now that mag's not doing that, but there's something different. What do you know? It just fed. So now we're going to test this. Now I've seen several videos online of the Stizon, the Bizon kit, you know, from Stuff and Things. A couple of videos of the Stizon. I noticed that people look at their knuckles. That's what you wanted to. Everybody online wants to show, oh, I got this, I got that, like my gun runs so good, and then you get one and you wonder why yours is a piece of junk and it won't run. It's because 90% of stuff online is BS. That's why. We don't do BS here. We're going to show you exactly what it is so you're not pissed off when you buy this and you spend your hard-earned money on it and it don't run. We're going to tell you why. You're going to know the problems before you buy it. So I see people white knuckling it. I can see their knuckles are all white. They're holding back on the mag. They're twisting it a certain way to get it to run. We're not going to do that. So all right. So that's that one. That's the Stizon. That's with this magazine. Ran good, didn't it? All right. Here is mine that I built. I call this old Wobbly Joe. That's what I call this one. Old Shaky. That's what this is. Shakes the clown. Again, another thing, just make sure that mag's pushed all the way in there. It fed. It's in there. All right, let's look. What happened? What I tell you guys? The actuating arm pushed out. Look at that. See how as soon as I did that? So what I'm going to have to do is hold this one tighter to make sure that doesn't pop back out and she'll run. But that's easy to fix. You can remedy that. That's just making this magazine catch where there's not as much play in it. Make it where it's tighter. But that means you got to pull the bolt back every time to make sure that it'll seat in there correctly, because it won't seat with 55 rounds in it on a closed bolt. You about can't get it in there. It's gonna run. So let me tell y'all what I think about it. I'm a small business owner. Call my number. If I don't pick up, I guarantee you in a couple hours when I get done with a customer, because I'm one guy, I'm gonna call you back. Ask anybody. Stuff and Things. I know now that I have this gun. Cost me another $1,300 to buy another Stizon, Bizon, Bizon. Stuff and Things. Filled out their the only thing you can do, you can't call them. There's no phone number. So I filled out their warranty registration online or whatever. It's been a month and a half. You think I heard anything from them? No. You think they're going to call me back? No. So my rule is, if you're going to buy something from somebody, if they don't have a phone number that you can call and call them before you buy it, don't buy it. That's the review. See y'all.